Urgent, America's team fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest America's team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Cowboys update on Ashton Jeanty with Aaron Jones as no secret fit. The Dallas Cowboys run game under Brian Schottenheimer will be a major focus for the offense.
With Schotty's coaching hires of Connor Riley and Clayton Adams, both of whom have pedigree in developing good rushing attacks, coupled with the new offensive mindset of Dallas being a tough, gritty, and violent team, it all points to the 2025 Cowboys pounding the rock. But who will do it? Rico Dowdle is a free agent and isn't a certainty to return, which leaves Hunter Luepke and Deuce Vaughn, who is again paired with Riley after the duo worked together at Kansas State. So what about free agency? With there being whispers per our own Mike Fisher that Dallas isn't set on taking a running back at number 12, maybe a veteran option to pair with a younger player in the later rounds is the way to go. The 33rd team thinks that former Minnesota Viking Aaron Jones could be a good fit with Schottenheimer. And our Mike Fisher of Cowboys country. Com puts Jones at the top of his five-man wish list at running back. It's not a secret Dallas lacks playmaking at running back, the 33rd team writes. While Jones' explosiveness has undoubtedly dipped, creating only 297 yards after contact per rush in 2024, dipping below 15 for the first time since 2019, he's still consistently averaging 5 yards per carry and adding value as a receiver. A short deal with limited upside would fit into Dallas' situation and allow them to still pursue their next star back in the draft. Adds Fish projected to sign in the affordable $6 million range. Jones had an injury-plagued 2023, but had a big bounce back last year, rushing for 1,138 yards and pulling in 408 receiving yards. His downside? He just turned 30. Adding an aging back isn't ideal, but the Cowboys, we know, won't be shelling out a lot of salary cap pie for a running back. But Jones is coming off a decent enough season with the Vikings 1,138 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry, 408 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns from 51 receptions that saw him play all 17 games and have the most rushing attempts of his career 255. Yes, Ashton Jeanty is the shiny pick, but there is a good chance he doesn't fall to number 12, and if that is the case, already having a solid veteran option in Jones won't force the Cowboys to pick a back higher than they want. It won't be a move that is met with cheers, but the Cowboys could do a lot worse than Jones. Plus, Schottenheimer detailed that he wants his backs to be able to catch out of the backfield too. Jones does that. He won't be expensive, and still has juice in the tank, but the question will be whether or not the Cowboys are better served with Jones behind Dak Prescott or Rico. Either way, the idea of Jones can't be ignored. Cowboys' rumors on signing Pro Bowler Take Ugly Turnit is seen by some as a position of need, but of this there is no doubt in the Jerry Jones era for certain. The Dallas Cowboys have historically valued assembling multiple bodies at the defensive end spot. This goes back to the Super Bowl teams of the 1990s, with so much depth that with Charles Haley and Tony Tolbert as starters, first-round veteran Jim Jeffcoat came off the bench as a helper, as did Chad Hennings. Ideally, it would continue now, with Micah Parsons at the top of the food chain, while DeMarcus Lawrence eyes free agency, leaving the largely unproven tandem of Sam Williams and Marshawn Kneeland as the better-be-ready youngsters. The good news for the Cowboys, should they choose to expand their selective aggressiveness plan just a little bit, is that the game of musical chairs is on in the NFL at this position, with a rare collection of talent available. Superstars Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals via trade, Joey Bosa of the Chargers via free agency, and Myles Garrett of the Browns via trade can be in this conversation. And now along comes another name. With the Tennessee Titans releasing Pro Bowl edge rusher Harold Landry, another veteran edge rusher has now been made available to needy teams across the board. Landry, 28, has some pedigree and he has some numbers. He has recorded over 50 sacks in his 6-year career in the NFL, and last year, the second-round pick in the 2018 NFL Draft recorded 9 sacks and 41 quarterback pressures. Landry was a Pro Bowl selection in 2021. So what's the but? The analytical side of this paints an ugly update. From Cowboys beat writer Nick Harris, disappears for games at a time, low motor late in games. Could do better for a cheaper price on the open market, IMO. From Cowboys analyst John Owning Landris, pass rush win rate by year in 2024 sub 5 is at
2023 10-3, in 2021 7-4, in 2020 7-8, in 2019 6-6,
in 2018 8. For yeah, I'm good. No thank you. Ouch and double ouch. There is obviously a place for a player like Landry, but these two ugly reviews create a cause to pause, and to make sure we're not just getting excited about names over production in the game of edge rusher musical chairs. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Americas team news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Cowboys see LB market reset with $50 million free agency signing. The Dallas Cowboys have not traditionally been big spenders when it comes to the linebacker position, and one NFL move just in might end up keeping it that way. At age 25, third-round linebacker Terrell Bernard has quickly become one of the best up-and-coming players at his position, so much so that the Buffalo Bills moved quickly to make sure they would be able to keep him moving forward. The Bills and Bernard agreed on a 4-year contract extension, which keeps him in Buffalo through 2029 and worth $50 million. The annual $12.5 million due pays him as one of the best in the game, albeit slightly lower than Zach Bond's over $17 million that was signed earlier in the week. It was a no-brainer move for the Bills to start. Days after agreeing to a contract extension with Khalil Shakir, the Bills have clearly chosen to highlight the work of a great young player at this point. Good for them. Now, what about the trickle-down effect in Dallas and elsewhere? There is buzz inside the Star about Dallas being interested in Kansas City Chiefs standout Nick Bolton. The name of Robert Spillane of the Las Vegas Raiders has also been the stuff of rumors, but our Cowboys beat writer Mike Fisher keeps coming back to Dallas, ending up signing the likely affordable Eric Kendricks, who came aboard in Dallas a year ago at the affordable one-year price of $3 million. And you look at the Bound and Bernard deals, and you see why Fish sees it that way. Despite playing in just 13 games, Bernard tallied over 100 tackles with 1 sack and 2 interceptions. He has become a captain of the defense and kept the group rolling when Matt Milano was lost for most of the season. He also came through in some of their biggest wins. During Buffalo's AFC divisional game against Baltimore, Bernard forced a fumble with just under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Buffalo's offense turned the takeaway into points as they kicked a field goal on the next drive to extend their lead to and later sealed the victory. With Bernard's contract, the Bills have reset the market for linebackers and will put pressure on the rest of the league and teams in their own division. The New York Jets, for example, have to pay 25-year-old linebacker Jamien Sherwood and essentially will need to overpay for him due to deals like the one Bernard got in Buffalo. Dre Greenlaw in San Francisco is another guy in this boat, and again, Spillane and Bolton figure to benefit too, but maybe just not in Dallas. And now, America's team. Fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts
in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for America's team. I'll be back any moment with more America's team news. How about them Cowboys?